Okay, I'm streaming and we're recording and all that good stuff at the same time. So, hello, if anyone's joining us. Sorry we got started late. Dan and I were discussing other stuff. Today is on really on Moodle Themes and specifically talking about the 2 and 3 column themes. We switched to this one just today due to a lot of teachers not being able to find things like grades, that they didn't understand that you clicked up here on your face to go down to grades here, and you know what, it may still be that way for students. I don't know, even with this theme it might be that way.
It does work the same way for students too. So once you actually click on your face, then you click what class you want to see the grades from.
Okay, so these still, I like this theme that you collapse things, as opposed to docking them. I mean, you can still dock them, but I like the collapsing because I want to see basically what students see. Why do I still have this purple? I thought I fixed all that to brown. I still got some purple buttons there.
Yeah, the docking ones are, well.
Well, it's an easy fix. You know what? I thought I was trying to find what the purple was. Why am I not seeing my administration right there? Let's see what happens when I type admin right here.
Brian, hit the plus sign.
What?
Hit the plus.
This? Is that a plus? No, I didn't even see that. I couldn't tell what it was. It's the fuzziness of my projector. That's what it is.
Not the glaucoma.
So it's not the glaucoma. Yeah, so just so you guys know, if there's things, and I'm going to do that right now, just to fix that one purple. If there's a color that doesn't make sense, if it's easily fixable, I definitely can do that. And Shoelace has some easily fixable colors that I can go through and do. So there must be a purple. See what all the different layout options you have with Shoelace to make it. I mean, you can make it 2 column, you can make it 1 column.
You can wrap it around.
Yeah, there's all kinds of craziness, and I tried to make it the same. Let me change that one purple to brown. So I just got to see where we've got purple down here someplace. Right there. Must be that one. Any other purple down here? Right now. Look how many settings there are just on this one theme. That's why I'm like, there's lots more to be done, but I don't have time to do it all. So let's see if that fixed our hanging out purple right there. I bet you it will. Probably turn it to brown right now. No, it did not. What? Yeah, it could be in cache. I didn't see any more colors, but I scrolled pretty kind of pretty fast.
Did
I miss something?
It's a rainbow color. It wouldn't be in code, would it?
I don't think so. All the other colors aren't. I don't know why they'd make one color. It may just be that which is cached. I can find that out real fast too. Because if it's cached, you can purge all the caches, and then as soon as it's done loading, go ahead and refresh and see if that turns to brown then. No, it's still purple. Huh? I'll figure it out later. It's not that big of a deal right now. So anyways, we switched to this theme for the high school, middle school. The elementary school is still the campus one they got before. And we wanted to talk about this one. I don't think we have to talk about it at all because it's so much like the other one. Is there anything on this one that we need to even mention? Other than the fact that students have to go up here to collect grades to see their grades.
Yeah. And you can too. I mean, as opposed to picking the one out of the administration one where it goes to the
purple bothers me. I'm gonna fix that.
It goes to the grade setup in this one, as opposed to a direct line to the grade book.
Yeah, so let's do a couple things. First of all, on this one, it's just a green button over here to turn editing on and turn editing off. So it's basically a go versus stop button. Everything else is the same that it was in the other Moodle pretty much. The one thing that's still on this one, when you hit grade book, it takes you to the setup as opposed to in the setup view instead of there. And this is the one thing I don't like. It's really bold colors. Although, like you said, if you go to the view and pick individual assignment, single view, there we go. Then it's really, it's okay. You know, it's not like it's that bad. And I've only got one group obviously pulled up right now. I mean, I can read it fine on this here, so I'm sure I'll be able to read it fine there too. But this is what you can't see the boxes really, because the box is in orange and the background is in orange.
Yeah. So that's we could tweak that though.
Yeah. The thing is, in the settings, it's really hard to know what, like when I look at the colors, it's really hard to know which color affects which things, right? Okay, theme color, that makes sense. Theme text and the background, but then, okay, background text, is that the one that's behind this? You know what I mean? So the only way to find out is for me to pick a really crazy color to save it and then to purge the cache, because sometimes you don't see the change, and then to go back here after that cache is purged and refresh it again and see if, okay, that's the thing, which it isn't, right? So that didn't save any, change anything, and now I've got that color. So I changed it from orange to the blue, didn't I?
Okay. Yeah.
So I need to grab the orange again. So I mean, it takes some time to do all that tweaking, and I really thought this theme was going to work out, but when we had the problems with the quiz questions, that obviously that was a no-go for that one, because I really like this one. Anyway. So what we want to talk about then, Dan, wasn't it? The two-column themes, the different themes that we've got that are two-column. Is that kind of what you thought to show those would be the best? So to change our themes, again, we just go to Edit Settings in any course, and the way you get there is different in some of the different ones. You go down to Appearance, and then you can change into any one of the 15 themes that are currently available on Moodle. Do Not Force will be Shoelace, because that's what we're forcing right now. But any of those other ones you could choose and pick to be yours. Now the one that I haven't gotten all the way through because it's got so many settings is Adaptable. It's got a crazy number of settings.
Oh yeah, I remember when we actually were looking at it year before last.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll go ahead and choose it, and we can kind of look at it. We'll just walk our way down through the themes, and I don't have to re-pick them each time. Adaptable is one of the two-column themes that has everything that you had as blocks before, gets thrown over here on the right-hand side. And this right-hand side also goes away with the simple push the button, so you've got a full screen. Now this, I think why Moodle started adding these themes is because of the handheld devices, right? If you're on an iPad, you get rid of that stuff and it's way easier to see, whereas if you're on a laptop, maybe you still want to see those.
Yeah, it's a pretty big push from what I read about mobility.
So, I mean, and I understand that, but at the same time, screen sizes are also getting more condensed, so I don't know that they can't, see that stuff over here anyway. This one has a button that goes straight back to your dashboard. Home and dashboard is going to take you to the same place because our home is our dashboard here. Events or drop-down events, they're going to also show up in your calendar. Courses, just your courses, and then this is kind of a simple drop-down list here. However, many of those things are over here. If I go up to my face, I can also get to my dashboard there, edit my personal profile, see my calendar, all that good stuff there.
Except for on this one, for this course, over in the middle, where it says this course, if you click on that grades, it takes you to the grades for this course.
Oh, gotcha.
Whereas the other
one takes you right here to the grade view.
To the grade view, which is nice because this is also one of those that in the administrative block, it takes you to the grade setup, whereas this one will take you to the grade book.
I don't even know. Oh, you mean, okay, so you're saying here it takes you to the grade book setup. And there's no other pullout here on this side for the adaptable one. It's just meant to be that wide. I mean, I like the way it looks. I kind of think, like you said, it's a little muted. But it's also very clean. So,
yeah.
I mean, so that's nice.
My thing is, I would probably, for us, for a trail, it would be like a tan or a pale orange,
You mean
background.
back here on this part of the background?
Just something to pull the subjects.
Yeah.
Or the topics, I should say, pull them out.
And I did notice also that the icons changed, which made it hard for me to find some stuff because I didn't know what the standard icons were over here on the side.
Oh yeah.
Those are different because I'm used to what the icons look like. One of the things I really like in this version is the fact that I see right here how many students actually finish that thing. I know that I haven't even assigned this yet, so somebody went and clicked on that, even though I didn't assign it. But I like the fact that I can see how many people finished it. That wasn't as visible on the previous version of Moodle.
Save you from clicking in.
Well, right. Before I'd have to click in and see who had it done. Now on my surveys and stuff, because I mean that's true on all the themes that it has that. So like when I was doing my computer hardware class and I wanted to see how many people had done this activity, I don't have to go into this to see how many people finished. I see right away how many people finished it, so I know, okay, everybody's got the self-assessment done, so we'll go ahead and do this. This one, because I went into it, it also had me and iTeacher in there, so that's why that one says 7 of 9, whereas that one says 7 of 7.
So you still need to finish it.
So I need to get that done. But I really like that about this version of Moodle as well. I really don't have that much to say about Adaptable because I haven't finished tweaking it, so I really haven't played with it that much. You want to just march down through them all?
Can.
I mean, is that too much to try to get through, or we can kind of make note of the ones that we think need to be changed as well. So Boost is the Moodle core theme now. So theoretically, if something doesn't work, it should work in Boost, and that's where I go to check things to say I just don't like it. It's just blah, and that's traditionally been the core Moodle theme has been blah. So it's been really hard for me to ever stay with the core theme. It has this nice new left-hand side, and most of the Moodle 2-column themes have a nice menu that comes out. And this is not like any of the other menus. It's specific to these 2-column themes, and I'm wondering why am I not seeing my other column? Because I know it's not a 1-column theme. So why am I not seeing any of the stuff on the right? Did it put it all on the bottom? It did. It put all my side blocks on the bottom.
Is it because you're zoomed in?
I don't think so. Yeah, it is because I'm zoomed in. It must, at some resolution, decide that it's going to put those things on the bottom instead. So, I hadn't noticed that.
I was like, I don't know about that.
I hadn't seen that before, but you're right. It's because they're zoomed in. So
well,
I've got a little
makes
gear.
Me wonder what it looks like though if someone's using a small form computer.
I would say if they are, then all those blocks are going to be on the bottom. That would be my guess. I just don't like the colors on this. It's just too white. And even though I tried to change some to traily colors, there weren't a lot of settings. I need to look more at that one. Well, okay, so I'll let you see the. So if you go to the boost settings, it's not. I mean, like there's the settings, right? That's the one color, brand color. That's all you get on boost. That's what I'm saying. For it being the default with Moodle, and then it's got some advanced settings, and that's it. That's all the settings. That's it. So that's my setting that I put in all of them to hide all the crap that comes below the calendar. So at least it'll let me do that. And then here, that's it. Now I don't know what these preset theme files are. So it says, see the Boost presets for information on credit. So maybe there's a whole set of preset files that I can go and create with code, and then drop in there, and it will do all those other things because it's showing fonts and stuff. I don't know, but if there's a big set of preset files, it should have some example ones that I go, oh, hey, if you want to be, I mean, here's me. My opinion is, if this is the default Moodle, then there should be 20 different presets already on Moodle to say, hey, here's this to choose from or something. But to just say, hey, you can make a preset file. Well, thanks.
Somebody would have to have one. Somebody's proud of what they've done to do this. There has to be something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's just now. I probably could fix the color issue, this cream issue, with the background image. I probably could just throw some colored. In fact, I thought I had some colored. No, I won't look for it now. A colored tile there would probably solve just it being so completely white. But still, there just aren't that many. And so the Boost Campus one is only one step above that one. So when you go to look at the Boost Campus settings, there are more, but there's still not a ton of colors. You saw that one that had tons and tons of colors. This one's like, here, we'll go and pick that one, because there's nothing more to say about this one. Which is why I really wanted to find one that was as close to last year's as possible to make it easier on all the staff. But I didn't have one that fell into that, because they went to all these 2-column ones. So it doesn't look a whole lot different than the one we just looked at. But there are a couple more colors to set, but not a ton. And then it has these the plain one's worse than the default, so I didn't even try that one. And then some basic CSS stuff. You can choose a little bit on how you want the layout, but none of these were that big of settings. And then some stuff for the home page, which I wasn't going to change the home page on everybody. I just thought there was no reason to change the home page. Yeah. Do you have something you want to do? You might want to sit over there. You're right in the camera, just so you know, because that camera's on. Dude, Brandon's like, hey, I'm unstopped.
I know where I'm sitting.
I mean, you don't have to, but you're right underneath it. So I mean, this is another one that we can work on tweaking, but it's just kind of, that's why it looks so much like Boost, because there just wasn't that much to change there on this one either. Some of the buttons here changed a little bit. I don't really get why this theme even exists, because it's so close to the other. I mean,
actually, across the top there, it looks a little bit like adaptable though.
It's just like those, where's that green color at? I don't know. It seems like when you choose these colors, those colors should be based on that, but I don't know where it's at.
Actually, I think those green colors were in the floors of the middle school and elementary wing.
They were in what?
On the floor.
Well, yeah, I guess it matches. So, anyway. So those were kind of, just kind of pass those by. There are some cool ones, though. Did I already go to appearance? The campus one is the one that elementary school uses. I'm just going to bypass that one. Clean is, I don't see how it's that much different than the other ones. It is a 3-column theme, so it is very much like the old default Moodle one. So if somebody wanted a different color, but still wanted a 3-column theme, this one's pretty good. But like you said on the other ones, it's a little bit pale. There are some settings in Clean, but not a lot. This is the whole thing. That's it. So you basically, with Clean, you're kind of saying, I want it to be white and blue. Boom. So that's why those colors were not changed. That's just the way it is.
I think that was one of my components.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing there other than, I can put this minimal amount of code in there. I can't do a lot there. Now Degrade's the one that we were using, and I picked the orangey one. It doesn't have a lot of other settings either, other than I can put, you know, links at the bottom of it for social links and stuff. But that's it. That was the one color thing, and I don't know why it calls it red, because I did not think this looked red at all on our default page. I don't know. Yeah, it's red as far as Moodle, that theme is concerned. And I really liked it, other than the fact that it broke the test questions, which obviously becomes an issue. How did I get? Am I switching where that I got the? I guess it was over here. Okay. So that's clean. Clean's just really, if you like that, then that's what you get. And it is kind of bland. So that was Degrade. eGuru is the same one that we're using on the website, actually. So you're going to end up with a course page. It's 2-column that looks amazingly similar to the one on the website, because it's the one that we're using on the website. It's taking a long time to load. I haven't changed the colors to be the same as the website, so I have to go into code and change it to do that. But it's got the 1 column on the left-hand side, and then everything else automatically just shows up on the right-hand side, whatever you had chosen before. Those are easy colors to change, those two. I thought I had already done that.
Well, you know, it has the, you know, quick connect to the administrative menu.
What, right here?
I like those. Whenever the themes actually have those available, it's right there.
Right. One of them, I really did think I already changed that color, so I need to get on that and change that one as well, because that wasn't that big of a deal. It was coding change, but it wasn't that big of a deal. So the other ones that I now we're getting to the ones that I actually kind of liked a little bit, for 2-column themes. And I know initially this color was wrong, but I had to go in the code to change this one too, because it didn't have codes. It didn't have a way to change the header bar and stuff, and it was the blue one and I think a green one when it originally was done. Yeah, it's because I purged the cache. That's why it's taking so long. So once it's loaded on one page. Oh, that's really, because that top bar is not set by me, that's block. And this one, same sidebar menu as the other one. It's just, I haven't finished this one. There's lots of stuff to do down there. Which one was this? I need to write that down. I thought I took all that stuff out. Okay, I need to make up. And the other one that I didn't do is it eGuru? No, Degrade. Colors. And then lighten footer. Is there something on eGuru?
Yeah, you said eGuru is the one that our main page looks like, right?
Oh, that's right. That's eGuru, not
Degrade.
Not Degrade. Okay. I really thought I did that already. So this one's just like the other one. It's got the same drop-down menus. It's really just some different colors and a different header thing on there. And I got to get rid of that stuff. Which one's this? Enlighten. It's probably. Am I already on it? There. Footer. I just need to turn off the footer block, I think. And that's it. I think that would solve that problem.
You gotta clear it, Johnny.
Maybe. Thing is, once it's loaded in cache, those pages load so fast, but the first time they load so dang slow. Which is the point of the cache.
So we're located in India, right?
Alyssa Ivera, if you're in the school, please come to the middle school office.
It did it again. There was something else that I must have had undo. Oh, there's more than one footer block. Footer 1, footer 2, footer 3. Holy moly, footer 4. Is there another one? So there's, there must have been another one over here that went away. There we go, now they're all gone. And we'll leave their copyright at the bottom. There really isn't that much to that one. You're just choosing a brown and white one when you choose that one. The next one is, what's the next one? Essential. I can't remember what. One of them I really like, the floating buttons and stuff.
This. Oh, yeah, this is it.
So I don't like this. I feel like we need to, something on the header needs to be changed.
Oh, yeah.
To fix that. And which one was this one?
This is essential. I actually like this one. Yes, this is the one that has actually a floating bar or a floating button.
It has a floating submit buttons,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't lose. I don't mind the way it looks. So that's the highlighted one, by the way. So the highlighted one is shadow boxed out, which I like. And if there's something to submit, like if they do, let's see, where's a, okay, here's a ICANN statement. If there's a submit button, oh, I can't see it as them. That's why. I'm not seeing it as them, so it doesn't.
You have a lesson on there?
I don't have any lessons in this class. No.
Quiz?
Yeah.
If you preview it, it should actually have on there.
Where's my little, okay, so it's still really a 3-column theme. I thought this was a 2-column theme.
Well, wait,
It throws this, which I wish I could get rid of, because I don't like that menu. It's junk. And maybe in Essential there's a way to get rid of it. Because that's what I really don't like. If enabled, flat navigation will be used instead of the navigation and settings box.
yeah, there's your floating submission button.
What?
Right there at the top, floating submission.
Yeah, and I like that. Look how many settings there are. I mean, we're that far down the page, but
and you have 95% of the page left to go.
Okay, let's see if I go back here and do a refresh. Let's see. See, so that's got to be in there in the header someplace. The way the settings work on this one, see, all those are settings, so probably.
The weird thing is that it's actually tied to the icon, that little computer off the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all part of it. So either if you click on the words or on that.
The header menus, limited drop down, menu.
Are you looking for that particular text?
I wonder if this is. See, here's the side icon.
Yeah,
So if I undo that, and the header, and the title, what if I do that? What would that look like? Let's see, because that's just obnoxious.
If it just got rid of it, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a waste of space though.
Well, you could put something there, the short name of it. That was one of your options.
What is it? Oh, I don't have a site logo, so if I drop that in there, it would be the NT.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't look terrible. I don't know if it's on the other screen. I don't need to do that right now. See what if that looks, but it's still blue. That color is obnoxious. I don't like that I'd almost rather have nothing there than that there. You know?
Well, that color is fixable. It's down in.
I'm sure it is. I wonder if there's.
Look,
if
header
there's
text right there, header text color. Change it.
I wish there was a height that I could put it. Do you like that breadcrumb, or do you want the full breadcrumb? Because that's, I think that's too abbreviated.
Thank you.
Don't you
Yes,
agree?
it is. It's just too abbreviated. I mean, you can't. Yeah, you have to hover over for the thing to expand, and then at times, depending on how long the part is on it.
I mean, that's not that much wider, right? I mean, that didn't make that much of a difference. Oh, I dropped in orange instead of brown, but that's
no,
fine.
No. That looks nice. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with too much brown up there.
Okay, well, I'll leave it like that.
Oh.
And we can drop our logo, so it's just got the
You
little.
can drop a logo there. I would even say that you would change the color of that band altogether up there.
You mean the background of it?
Yeah.
See, and one of the problems here is that I'm doing something that an artist should be doing, not me.
I'm an artist.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not.
Let me mess with it.
So, yeah, that really needed to be expanded a lot. I guess you can do it without the background, although I like the background on it. I mean, I don't dislike that.
Well, especially because if you actually, you could try it, but if you did it, there's not enough that actually pulls your eye to it. You know, it kind of blends back into.
I just want to get rid of. Oh wait, I already got rid of it. That one big huge menu that was there. I must have done something that did it because it's gone now. But now I like this one even more than the one we've got.
Well,
almost.
I switched off of this one today because of that header just bugged the tar out of me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, you're not going to let me do something to get rid of it. I'm just going to put it.
You're going to sleep now. Page editing switch, display editing button. What's the difference between that and that? There must be displays a button with the same function. Oh, this is to turn it off. Oh, and that's what we've got there, right there, which I'm perfectly happy with the red, green.
Wait, what is it? What does it say that it would do?
It's on right now. That's to turn it off. To turn off the editing button. I don't know why. Actually, hide default page editing button. I don't know. I guess I could leave that one on. Anyway, I'm way off task here. So editing's off right now. It still takes us through. I like the way it takes us through the menus actually pretty well. So I like that one.
You prettied it up already. It's just.
I feel like this needs to be darker for some reason. Do you feel like that needs to be darker?
Yeah.
The page background?
Yeah.
Let's see.
If you could pick like sand for it.
Link page. I don't think I made any changes. Theme color, text color, link color. Side pre-block background color. What is that? Is that this or that? It's currently white. Here, I like going with something crazy so I can see what changes. Because
yeah, so it's more obvious.
it's one of those, which one was that? Of course, anybody that's using it's like, oh my God, what did you just do? Okay,
Yeah.
so I think the way it was fine. With just having it white in that block, don't you?
Yeah.
But it's the other background. Link color, hover color, default button, text color, default button, background, default. Or I should just look for the word background. Let's see how many places are. Pre-link background, default button background. We're looking for something that's already
A background in white.
or something really close to white. See, I don't think we got it.
You're only,
You know, here's the thing.
there's
Okay.
125 matches.
Here's what we need to do to find that, Dan. Do you ever use Pixie? I don't have it on this computer, but I'm gonna have it on this computer in just a second. Have you ever used Pixie before? It's a good way to do colors. And I have it on the other computer, but I can put it on this one real fast. So, and it's on our software drive somewhere. If I find it, it's probably under.
I thought you would have done like an inspection element or something like that. If that would actually.
It's actually better than that.
Really?
Here, I'm going to just look for Pixie. Get it real fast. Because if you look for Pixie, it's usually the second one down. Oh, no. Pixie from Anywhere. There we go. Portable application, save onto my desktop, save. So here's what Pixie does for you.
Oh, look at it go.
See where I put it at. There we go. So I'm going to run Pixie. So you can throw Pixie over here, and you look anywhere on a web page. Let me read. So I want to find this color right here. Okay. So it says you the hex right down. I can do I think it's Control Alternate C. Pretty sure. And then go here to find that color, and it is not on the color settings, which means that is the one color that is coded in there. Because if I look for that color, like I've added this one, I did Control Alternate C here, and I went into the settings. It's going to find it all over the place, right? Every place I set Trail Brown in there. But this one's not in there anywhere. So
That's
either that or it's an image that's tiled in there. There is that it's possible there's a background image like that. Did I
Oh,
say
background style tiled. Right there.
background image?
Cream. Hey,
Cream.
good job.
Download. So the question, we could put a tile in there with any color we wanted to.
Sand.
Well, what's the color of sand?
Tan.
Now you say that, but that doesn't mean anything. So if I go and say sand HTML, except for I put the word sand instead of sand, I need the HTML code of the color sand. So I don't know. You want to try that? See if that's.
Ooh.
What in the world is this? It's not even.
No, there. Actually, just pick the code for it.
That?
Just type that code in. The C2B280.
Well, I need to.
Oh, if you do a Google search for pound C2B280, then the color will actually show up on the screen.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
So you think that color's a good background right there?
Just saying, you try it.
Okay, let me see if I can find I have to put the.
You want something that actually has some color, but you don't want it so much that it competes with, your headers.
I have to open that. Where did I put that cream file at?
Good question.
Huh?
Good question. I don't know. Where's your folder at?
I got it. Okay, I got it. I'm just gonna put in this color now, and redo it. So I'm just gonna drop this color in. Call it. Would you want to call it sand?
Yeah, that's what that's called.
Sand. Yeah, I like that. That looks a little bit better. It actually makes this look a little lighter, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, that doesn't look that bad.
I mean, you could go with a little bit lighter, you know.
I don't know. It's on the outside where you're not trying to read anything over anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, line setup. I don't know if I like the colors on the back.
Yeah, that was one of the things.
Plus, look how big they put the picture. It puts the pictures on the grade book. That's abnormally large.
Have you looked at Shoelace though? Aren't they kind of large?
I don't think so.
Are you still zoomed in again?
What? This one's on Shoelace. No, it's not. I'll put it on Shoelace. We'll look at this as a comparison, but I'm pretty sure it's not that. But what I didn't like about Shoelace, oh, this is going up to my personal reads. See, it's tiny compared to that.
Okay, well, this one's got a better orange than that. I mean, that one there is safety cone orange.
I don't know where this orange came from.
Well, I mean, it's in there. I mean, this one has, a blue billion colors changes.
Yeah.
But that's, I guarantee you there's a setting on the size of that too.
That's probably true. After seeing all the settings that there are on Essential.
Well, look at that. How far you've scrolled down to change just that, and how much is still left of that page. That thing is enormous.
I was hoping there'd be something that said how many pixels. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that thing is to go all the way through it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'll take my, my sabbatical, and while I'm gone, I'll take care of that for you.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you could spend a week on one theme. Easy. And maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to go but again, I'm not an artist. I'm not the best choice to do that. If you would like to do that,
Well, I thought you were setting something up like
yeah,
that.
but I don't want. I'd rather have you do it on our course, because then you got to go back and do all the settings all over again.
What if I do it in Sandbox?
Yeah, if you do it in the Sandbox, there's no copy it over. It's in all the settings are in the database.
Yeah, but I mean, if I actually went through and then cataloged everything that I did.
Yeah, right. Well, you just print that one page.
Yeah.
And then go through it again.
Turn the page, scroll down, turn the page.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm not actually, because you do and you don't want me actually doing.
And this is what
if
anybody's watching at all, this is what we're talking about, the floating display, submit button. That's nice. Then I don't have to go to the bottom. I can just go down to appearance. Of course, I end up close to the bottom. Pick Fordson, which we're almost through the themes, and then hit save and display, and that's nice. I like that.
Of course, you'd want to change the color of that, but
yeah. So I mean,
it could be really nice.
So this was one of the 2-column ones too that has a pop-out display. The nice thing about Fordson that I do like is that you hit there on the settings and all the course settings are in one page. I like that one too.
Yeah, I like that.
If it wasn't for it being a 2-column theme, I would say this is the one I would set for our default theme. And I just like the way it looks. I like the I don't know, almost everything about this one do I like. You know what I just noticed though? That on this one, it doesn't tell me how many kids have done each individual exercise, does it? It gives me a progress bar.
But that's you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, to say, okay, how many kids did the see what I mean? It really now it really collapses what's on this. Am I in as the teacher still? Because I don't even see. Oh, I guess I don't have editing on, so I would have to turn editing on to see that. It really collapses the course. But I like seeing how many kids finished. That's one of the things I liked about the others, and it might be an on-off setting on this one too.
What are the ones that actually have that now?
Let's see. This one does in the default. I know it does. Because that's when I was like, no, it doesn't.
All right, and what's this one?
This is the one I have set at default.
Oh. Okay, that's shoelace?
Yeah. And it doesn't have it. I did notice that when I set that. I really liked that. See, that's the thing. There's so many different things that are positive and negatives about every single one of them. It's like, which one do you choose is the one that you want to stay with? I really like the way this one looks, though. And I really like this. I mean, it's really nice that you can do everything. I mean, it's still, you get to the same place in all of them. Gosh, which one was it? Was it all these up here that did that?
I don't think they all did.
I'm going back to Enlighten real fast to just see. And that's why I started that spreadsheet of which things do what, and what do they call those. So, I mean, it's like, I really like Fortson.
So you made a spreadsheet?
Huh? Yeah, I haven't shared it yet. I just started working on it. And then I got yelled at for spending my Labor Day weekend working on Moodle, and I got kicked off the computer.
That's why I was at the fair.
I was told, you are not supposed to be working on that right now. Yes, dear. I knew that. What I meant to say was, let's go do something. No, it's not on this one either. I can't.
All right, what was the one that you did say it was on? Because that's the only one I've actually seen that on.
Gosh darn it. It's the one I had as my default for my advanced tech page when I started. Let's see. Is it more?
We haven't even looked at that one yet.
Well, I know, but I mean, one of them was my default to begin with. And I don't dislike the more one, but it's the same thing. I feel like this needs to be darker on the outside. And you know, the thing is, I don't want to make them all the same color. Although we could, so that's the color of Trail and Moodle, and you pick the functionality that you like the best, because the colors are all the same. So it's not about the colors, it's about...
You're only going to get so close, though.
The same.
Well, because there's just certain ones that don't have the ability. I mean, like the one where you had to change the tile. And, you know, I guess, you know, the other ones where the background.
A lot of them have that, though. A lot of them have a background
image as opposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's why I made that image. I see background image right there. So all I'd have to do to change that to look like this one would be to get that picture called sand. Why don't I see sand?
Details. Date.
Huh?
Date.
Yeah.
Date. Would you hit the date?
Oh, you're saying go by date and then
Yeah.
you're saying it'll be up top. Okay. I already like that one better. I didn't like the color that it was.
See how it complements the brown?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We could use the same color scheme on all of them, and then you pick, oh, I like the way these blocks look, or I like how
I
it
think
does.
that's a really good idea.
And that's what I was kind of trying to do. Well, then which one was it that I was using, Dan? Now?
Okay, go back. All right, let's go pick one.
I know it's the one.
All right.
I really thought it was shoelace.
No, it's going to be either like adaptable or.
Oh, it would have been Boost because I went right by Boost.
Yeah.
Okay, but I wasn't using adaptable.
Okay, well, I mean, we know that adaptable is one of those then.
Yeah.
All right, so did you do move? I mean, I thought move was actually okay. I think that was one actually.
I don't know, because I know it's one of the ones I had in this particular course. Maybe it was move. I don't think so.
See, that was one of the things that actually skipped over me. I did not notice it.
So, this is move is one of these 2-column ones. I'm 99% sure this wasn't the one I used. No, see, it doesn't have it on there either. And then the other side collapses on move as well. I like the way move works, and honestly, it's nice. The only reason I didn't pick this one again is because it's a 2-color theme. I mean, a 2-column theme. Man, I'm lost on that, Dan, because I really thought. Well, let's finish them. We only have 3 left anyway. So this is handlebar. I'm trying to think.
Oh, I bet you Forza. Well, you don't.
Was it
Because
Forza?
I thought you did like that one.
That I did or did not?
Did.
I did like that one. Same thing, this one has a pop out. It's the exact same pop out on all these ones that have the 2-column ones that have a pop out. And this was not a color I chose. That was one of your things. This isn't one that I chose. I chose that, but this just shows up. So it's got to be in the code somewhere. It just happens to be really close.
Well, obviously, it was one of mine. It's like not one of mine. Is
No.
I pick, dirty mustard or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd call that one. But when I looked in the, and this one was handlebar. When I go into handlebar in the settings for handlebar, I can't find it anywhere in the colors.
It would be like a pop-out sidebar.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be under, right? Because none of these other ones, there's no settings here for footer. This is just links that can come out. It's not there. I did pick the cream instead of this sand. Which one was that? That was this one. I guess, is that where? I don't even know where the cream is. I don't see it.
Is that the header bar?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, because the other stuff's white. I might say that the right hand stuff is cream, but the one in the middle is white.
Which one? This?
No,
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah.
Those, yeah. That's not. It's just here. It's default header image. It's just behind there. The other thing on handlebar, it's kind of crazy the way it has presets. So handlebar has all these different presets inside handlebar. So like I have it on United, and part of me likes sketchy. You'll see it when we go and look and see what sketchy looks like. So this is United, and I ended up staying with that because I thought people would like that the best. But here's sketchy, and you can only pick one, but it has all those ones. So that's I kind of like that one. It kind of makes me laugh.
It's a little cartoon.
Yeah.
Comic book.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I thought it was. It looks like it's a comic book. But all those are other sets.
Just show me superhero.
Okay.
I'm gonna be disappointed. Anxiously waiting.
So I didn't like that one. It's too dark for me.
Yeah.
So I tried all of them, and I was like, all of them I liked something about. But you can sit there and go through all of them. Some of them are very similar, right? Cyborg and Superhero are both really dark, and they're different. They're not the same. but you know, some of them I was like, I throw out the whole super dark black
well,
one.
anything that's in gray is almost.
Yeah, almost invisible. So that's why some of them I'm like, no, don't think that one's that good. But so I mean, of all the things to worry about, that color, I'm sure it's in the code somewhere, down in the theme, because that's. I didn't get refreshed enough. You know, somebody's probably working on the middle course. That's what Jonathan Bryant said. He was working on his middle course and things changed. He hit submit and he's like, I'm on a different page. Where'd they go? And I'm like, sorry about that. I do like the floating settings over here. So no matter where I'm at, I've got the settings button right there to take me right back to this one. I like that on this one as well. It's not as good of a settings page as the Fordson has, but it's still pretty darn close. And most of those things that you want to get to are right there. So all of these have something that might make someone choose it as the one that. Now the class, that's the one that was blue that I had to change. It's pretty much like this one as far as the functionality with the 2 sidebar and stuff. It's the same sidebar the other one has. This one has, I think, one of them has a go to the bottom of page button that's right that floats. I must have skipped that one somehow. But this one again, it's very muted.
Yeah, it's in the top of the. It's in that top running bar.
Yeah, and then
what is that one?
I don't know which one that is.
It's right next to the bell.
And then there was one when you go to the bottom. There's one that takes you to the top too. So I don't know. They're not that much different, but there's definitely things that you like about one that you don't like about the other. And I don't know which one I was using with that completed thing.
I would say Essentials or Fordson would be likely, just because they're pretty good.
Yeah, I just I gotta go ahead and stop recording. We're just kind of sitting here looking at stuff together, anyways, more than teaching anybody anything other than giving them a look at the thing.
They might chime in. I don't know. I was looking at something like, "Hey, what was that? I like